Oh, you want to go down there? Smart Camera doesn't want to go down there. City is just going to get the kill off camera once again.
It's just in the algorithm. Do not follow City on the map.
Yeah. I really wonder, like I was talking with some people before. Ooh, Freezy goes in with a nice little knockup, gets flipped over by Nick, and oh, here comes Snitch. He's on his motorcycle, looking to make some plays. City is here as well for the counter gang. Snitch's got to be careful not to get flipped here. Oh no, there's the stagger or a wither. I don't know what that was. There's the flip. Snitch now stuck on the quicksand. Nicken's trying to get out of dodge, but Shivy's going to pick up the kill. Freezy is there as well, and here's Rapier. So now City looks to be in a bit of trouble. He gets picked up by the landfall. That's surely going to be his end. There goes the Coggan hook flying off to the side. So 2 kills for the Mortal side, 1 for the Spirit in that exchange. 3-3 so far in this game.
Yeah, so as City's highlighting in chat, just a little bit of miscommunication. If Cerulean had immediately flipped the test, she almost certainly would have been dead. She was going to be flipped right into Coggan's face. Who could have flipped her on her turret or just stunned her. Forced a blink at least, but I think her blink was on cooldown.
Ooh, Rattan tries to follow up nicely with an empowered Q, but Shivy uses Progress Gate to avoid.
Yeah, so pretty even game, 3-3. Kills happening both lanes, both sides. However, this test support is just so annoying in lane. A short cooldown on her Q.
Really
slow
spammable.
from her gear. Yeah, it's just a lot of pressure, especially in conjunction with Astral.
Oof, that range poke making Toddler's life miserable. Those gales and the backdrafts and the oh god, it's something with a C. Bombshell, collateral, all the same crap.
Definitely a C in Bombshell. And so Rattan getting the good captivates off, but they're just so low on health. It's hard for Toddler to follow up at this point.
Yeah, they can land the skill shots, but they just don't have the health to stand there and bang with them after.
We've already seen Toddler trying to all in with low health and ended up in him dying. City trying to make it play top lane.
Ooh, Nicken with a nice flip back onto Shivy, who uses Progress Gate to avoid the quicksand, but they just don't have enough damage right here with Freezy in there banging around. Not able to follow up quite yet. Nicken needs level 6 to really up his kill potential on Cerulean.
Yeah, Kel, however, has already hit level 6, so he's got to play super careful. We'll see if City tries to put some more pressure on that bot lane. That bot lane is so vulnerable to the Coggan Ferris 3-man combo. However, City's just got to get into that lane, bypass those wards, and make it happen before the Astral is able to poke him out of lane too hard.
Oh, Nicken gets hit by the Titanic Charge and the Chaos Shell. Uses Shore's Calling to try and get some health back. He's trying to get away, but landfall once again from Moya. Gonna be the end of Nicken.
Yeah, and great use from Rapier of Moya ultimate. You see a lot of people, they just come into lane and they just blow it right away. But it's your most valuable repositioning tool, and so he just waits until he knows for sure there's no way Nicken is going to get away other than walking, and just ults him right back. So it's just completely negating the chance that you miss it because he's right in front of you, and also knowing that he has no spells.
Ooh, Rattan lands a nice empowered Captivate onto Barry, but the Heavy Iron comes down from Tess. Final Protocol ticking away along with the finale. Now the Drain. Barry's going to drop. Are they going to give chase onto Snitch? He's going to use Mount Up soon here, you have to imagine. He can't get CC'd. It must be on cooldown. Another empowered Captivate. So the blink comes out. Snitch is still on the run. He wants to mount up. There he goes. Now he's probably going to get away, but a nice blink. And the slow from the Captivate knocks him off the bike, and Rattan picks up the kill. That is some nice Predator play. 2-0-2. Not falling behind. Doing a really nice job on that Predator King of Masks.
Yeah, he's even on levels. However, he's not with the Spirit Well, picking up some of that Predator farm of Spirit Well Worker, so we'll see if he pulls ahead.
Yeah, that's what you really want on, especially when your jungler is around. You know you can safely contest the Spirit Well because you'll have the numbers advantage even if their jungler comes. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff you need to, be cognizant of when you play Predator.
Yeah, I would love to see the VIM difference right now between Rattan with 202 on Predator comm versus Shivy, who's Gladiator with 201 and 65 CS. Love to see that, but we just can't right now.
Or we can
move
guess.
up the lane. Yeah, we can guess. But
I mean, he's got 1500 with an Abolition and a health and a power. Meanwhile, Shivy has an Ambition, so they're not too far off in Vim right now.
Oh yeah, you can see his gold.
You can just kind of see what they have and what they have in the bank, but
Yeah, so Shivy's sitting on about 2,500, and Rattan. I don't even know. Yeah, they're pretty close.
There were more of them.
someone did the math at one point on Predator and how often you need to be getting kills. Oh no, but the initiate right onto Miyane on Nisa, the Titanic Charge and the Chaos Shell. Rapier looking to give chase, but Nicken doing a nice job of body blocking. Freezy now caught out under the tower and a nice impale. There's the Shore's calling. Can he get the Whirling Strike? No, he gets knocked up. There's the Whirling Strike, so he does pick up the kill. Nice job. Oh, and bottom, another kill happens onto Ashabel.
Wow, and Spirit Team really just starting to snowball this game. City being all over the map, and Freezy overextending top lane on a gank from Moya sort of set them back here. They're going to have pressure on some of these bindings. And Toddler now on Ferris, stealing jungle farms away from...
Yeah, Toddler had kind of a rough time in lane, so he's trying to catch up as best he can. Only at 65 CS on Gladiator. That's not where you want to be. But so he's going to try and pick up any little jungle camps he can and get himself back even in this game.
Top doing his best to clear this wave, but he was playing so far back from that turret because he was, and rightly so, was afraid of the Moya dive. Anytime it's a 3v1, no matter how much health you have or how low your turret is, or how much health the enemy has, those dives are very easy to pull off.
Nicken with a nice flip, but he's going to get landfall for his troubles. But now City is here, uses the big haul, pulls Rapier back. Nicken trying to escape and get away from this fight. Shivy getting chased, lands a Celerity Shell. Nicken is super low, he's got to be careful. Rattan shows up as well, but that's going to be it.
You're missing something.
Tess lurking on the outskirts.
City looking for, nope, never mind, big haul is on cooldown. So just looking to push them away with that sand cloud. And we have Snitch and Rapier positioning for a counterattack on what they think is going to be some pretty obvious aggression. However, Rapier's going to face check this push.
Uh-oh, and he gets caught with an empowered Captivate, and it will end his life. Freezy trying to get out. Rattan has now got another kill. Freezy looking to be in a bit of trouble. Will they get chase here? Doesn't look like it.
So now we have 4-0-2 on Predator comp for Rattan. Picked up a Conquest first. That is something I have not seen before.
I don't see it very often, but it seems to be working for him so far, so I'm just going to let him live.
Has been destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, Com definitely spams spells, so he's going to be having that Conquest going up.
Uh-oh, Ashabel's going to be in a bit of trouble here as the rotate happens big time. Barry in a lot of trouble now. Here's the heavy iron. She uses her ultimate as well, trying to pick up maybe one kill in the trade, but she does not.
Yeah, and Barry just caught out a little bit there. Out of the rotation from top lane. They had no ward coverage showing that rotation.
Put them in the ground.
And now it's 9-4. Shivy getting caught in jungle. This is where Cerulean really shines. He gets a bit of a lead and then he just becomes a tanky monster.
He's just always in your face. Nothing you can do about it. You think you have him killed, and then he comes in and ults somebody, gets his health back, but now the ult's coming down onto Cerulean, the Chaos Shell, Titanic Charge. He uses Shore's Calling to get some life back, but they are still chasing. Runic Bulwark mitigating a lot of that damage, but it's not going to be enough. Shivy will pick it up, go on a killing spree with that Celerity Shell.
Yeah, and good collapse there from his team. Shivy being saved from that Cerulean harass in the middle of his own jungle. Shows that Mortal Team's still fighting, still looking to counter this aggression from the Spirit Team. However, they're a bit behind. They've really, so much of the game is going to hinge on what happens here in this next team fight. It's 13 minutes and 30 seconds, so Wells are going to be opening up in about a minute and a half. Parasite's going to evolve to level 2, and this is where really the game can just like hangs on a knife edge. So important for the team's position correctly here and not get caught out. So Rapier on Moya, building that Ambition first into Pride, pretty standard Moya build there. Ambition, just such a powerful item anyway, but the haste and lifesteal, so beneficial for Moya. Haste is such an important stat on Moya.
Their numbers up.
Ooh, Snitch to be caught out a bit here. He will get deleted by Rattan. Rattan, though, in the escape, He's getting caught out. He uses Blitz and Dispel. Meanwhile, the landfall comes down onto Toddler. Rapier picks up the kill. Nicken trying to 2v1 Shivy and Freezy. Although he's all alone, he throws down the Wither, but he just doesn't have the damage to finish Shivy here. Miyane trying to get there on Nisa. Nicken trying to go back underneath the bush. Miyane looking to 1v1 Shivy, but Freezy is not going to let that happen. He throws that wing clip to secure his escape. City now here. Is he going to come in and throw it? He doesn't have big Hall of cooldown, so no. Freezy wants more, though. Goes back into the fight. There's the Chaos Shell. There's the Shores calling the flip and the whirling strike. The Chaos Shell is burning down Nicken. City will pick up the kill onto Shivy, and Freezy drops as well. A double kill for City.
Yeah, I gotta respect the low cooldown on that Cerulean ult. They thought they had Nicken caught out a bit, but he was correctly baiting them with that Cerulean ult. That health regen on that ability.
Oh, Snitch catches City trying to sneak an armor buff and will pick up a kill. Nice heads up play.
Yeah.
Now he's got positioning on the other two here, but he just used his ult in that kill, so he doesn't want to just face check into these two. Although he does have his duress.
Right now, so he's got to be real careful.
Rapier is here. He does not have landfall, but he wants to land one of those empowered bolts. There he goes, gets the stun on Rattan. He has no more escapes. The duress comes down. Rattan gets shut down.
Yeah, look at that damage on Moya. Just such a powerful shaper when running this item builds. Rapier doing a good job getting those auto attack resets on the W and into the stun.
Kind of looks like your Moya build, only without enough freedoms.
Can never have enough freedom when you live in America.
Freedom!
We need a America announcer pack.
Just bald eagles screeching.
Yeah.
And like F-16 flyovers.
That's right. Omni kill. You get 5 F-16s.
Yeah, they fly over the
Just fly over in
screen.
formation.
Oh, that'd be great.
And everyone else can see it too, not just you. But so Mortal Team here coming back a bit in this game. They're going to get some map pressure on bot lane, looking to pressure that turret as you see from the pings. And they have a terrific siege comp as well as counter engage with Kel. But see how able they're able to take advantage of that. There's no denying how big Rattan is right now with that 5-1-3 on Predator Com. Double aggression into Conquest, so
Those autos are going to hurt.
yeah.
I'll be under.
And it's not so easy to itemize against that because Conquest is physical damage, whereas his abilities do magical.
Battle cry.
Nicken being very aggressive.
Oh, Nicken uses Shore's calling and the impale, flips him back, but Snitch blinks away, but the final protocol goes off. That might kill him. It will. Toddler gets the kill. Now Nicken and Rattan position on the bottom side of the map. I don't know. Oh, here comes Rapier, but he does have landfall up. He's got to pick the right target, though. Nice zone denial from City. A nice flip back. Freezy goes in, knocks up 3 people with the crooked sweep, but he's going to drop for it. The finale comes out from King of Mass. Spirit side getting the better of that exchange with Rattan picking up another double kill.
And a magnificent cape.
Yeah, so big fight there for the Spirit team. Nicken playing super aggressive on Cerulean, which is really just how you have to play Cerulean when you're ahead. You just continue. He's just such a good snowballing shaper. And anyone gets out of slightly out of position, you just dunk them. And even though they had Blink up, they died to the Ferris ultimate. Toddler doing a good job of following up on under pressure. Now they're getting a Parasite for it.
Yeah,
as well as fought well.
The parasite.
Well done so far. So, I mean, this is kind of what happens with Predator. You live by the Pred and you die by the Pred. Right now, Rattan is making the most of it. And the reason it's successful is because of what I was talking about earlier. You have to play Predator differently than you play Tactician or Gladiator.
Yeah, you actually, I mean, he played super aggressive in lane, which he was actually punished for a little bit, but eventually ended up working out. And I think it's very important that his lane partner is Ferris, which is easily one of the highest kill potential shapers in lane. So, I mean, a good matchup there. If he had been laning with Beyond or something, I don't think this would have worked nearly as well.
Yeah, clearly. Uh-oh, Toddler gets hit by the duress, and he uses Blitz, but Landfall comes in. He's got nowhere to go now. Shivy picks up the kill.
And there you have it. Spirit or Mortal Team knows that in order to come back in this game, they got to get the picks. They got to translate those picks into map pressure, and they're going to do that right down top lane.
That's one of those
getting a little
cases.
confident there.
He popped that Blitz a little too late. The duress had already procced, and so a wasted Blitz ends in Toddler's death. That's
However,
child abuse.
That is child abuse.
Uh-oh, the duress still doing work on that test. Rattan seems to be in a bit of trouble. They don't have the numbers for this fight. not the best situation. Miyane throws down a final flight, picks up at least 1 kill. Miyane is there. He's trying to get more. Nicken doing all he can. If he can get 1 more whirling strike, it would be okay, but he doesn't. Rapier picks up the kill.
So a 2 for 1 there. Shivy dies. Nicken was just so tanky and doing so much damage. Like, he almost 1v4'd there with a little bit of help from Miyane. But still, really unfortunate for them to get caught out like that. However, they're still going to get pressure on this turret because of the Striders and because of their item advantage and the low health. However, Rapier's here, and that is nothing to mess with.
Yeah, but he has no landfall, so Miyane is pretty safe here, and they don't want to put all this damage onto City. Fires Heat Wave in the opposite direction.
Yeah, it's much more important that they clear these waves off their turret. I mean, while they were in that little skirmish off on the side there, the turret lost 50% of its health. Meanwhile, Toddler going to be split pushing bottom. Split push on Ferris is a very strong option, considering he's able to 1v1 most things in this game.
A mortal binding has been destroyed.
City still going in. He wants Barry with a nice big haul. Gets 3 people. Barry trying to escape. He will not. City now trying to escape. But Miyane is caught out a bit. Tries to blink away, but he will fall.
And the throw gate is real.
Yeah, although
Just
City
playing.
did get out on Kagen.
That's true, he did. Oh, and then
Oh.
Rattan comes in and just
But
obliterates
Shivy
him.
does not get out.
So 8, 2, and 4 on that Predator comm.
Rage and destruction, so Magic Resist, don't fail me now.
Need to grab some altitude.
Yeah, interesting for him to pick up that rage.
Oh, Snitch getting a little too cocky. He's going to pay for it. Poor decision there.
And Toddler, meanwhile, continuing to split push bottom. He's going to get really close to getting that tier 3. Very likely that him and Nicken will just get it on this wave.
Hold on.
Uh-oh, the final protocol comes down, and the Shore's calling. That's going to be it for Kel. Now Rapier here trying to get the stun underneath the binding. Does a good job. Rattan is eating some shots. Barry is here trying to throw down those gales, but he's got to land them to make it work.
Yeah, very hard to land those on King of Mass, especially when he's got so much haste.
Oh, Shivy with a blink and a nice progress gate followed by a blink to avoid the Captivate and pick up the kill on Rattan. So Shivy getting a bit of revenge for that last kill when Rattan surprised him and blew him up out of nowhere.
Yeah, so Mortal Team very much still in this game. They have to translate these kills into map objectives, though. They have to get out and get their bot well. They have to get some turrets back. Probably not the best thing to be doing jungling right now, but instead just forcing these fights while they have a advantage, a 5v3 advantage. See, Snitch definitely wants to do that. See if his team's able to follow up.
He's got to be careful.
Yeah,
But Rapier is lurking on the
Nice.
backside, so this is a nice actual bit of bait here. If he could just survive from it. City being chased out now, and they're going to turn their attention onto Nicken, who gets knocked up and finished by Rapier. Titanic charge onto City. Shivy is there as well. Right clicking to rebirth is proccing. Nobody has a pain to deal with it, so Landfall is going to come in to finish the job, and it will. Now they change their focus onto Beyonce, who gets withered. Nice job from Snitch. I don't know who actually did the wither. I think it was Snitch.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
it was
so.
Snitch or Freezy. Either of them have Wither, but really nice play to allow Snitch to survive and to pick up the kill on Nisa. So Mortal side actually coming back even stronger now here as we transition into, well, I guess we're not quite late game yet, but Barry in a bit of trouble. The finale follow up from Toddler. He didn't even need to auto attack. The damage from Flashback was enough to get the kill. Feeding that Predator, not a good idea.
So what we see is a bit of a throw from Spirit Team, getting caught pushing in a 3v5, and they all die. However, Barry gets caught out by Rattan, so
Hold on.
Rapier with no landfall is unable to chase Toddler there.
Has captured a well.
But they're able to get back 2 wells, they're able to get some of their jungle buffs, and push this top turret, so bit of a vivid advantage taken back.
Oh, Rattan's now got a duress to go along with a whole bunch of damage. Ugly Toddler using Blitz to close the gap. Does not land the slow, but he gets the melee access memory and the final protocol and the drain, and it's enough to take down Varian. I'm a little surprised. I didn't think they were going to have enough damage.
Yeah, I thought Shivy wasn't going to die because he wasn't able to use that Conquest Drains on it.
Snitch comes driving by, and he just took the wrong route. He gets flipped and dunked. He's going to get dropped as well.
Interesting how Drex locks someone down in that flip there.
Yes, it does do that. It's like, if you remember old Zalgus knockup, if
yeah,
that
yeah,
would
yeah.
happen when you were flipping them, the knockup would take priority and they wouldn't get flipped. So I guess Duress operates under the same kind of principle.
Mortal binding has been destroyed.
Yanni showing dominance, standing in the blue flame.
Blue flame. Ain't scared of no blue flame. Oh no, the Asherbell ult steals it!
Parasite.
Oh my god!
Barry coming out big. Rattan throws out his ultimate in protest.
In protest of that play, you always dream of the Asherbell Parasite snipe. You don't often get to see them, but very well done by Barry.
Battle cry.
That's just the best. Barry
Barry
is
literally
so
so as. And they steal the haste buff as well, so jungle objectives not proving fruitful for the spirit side at this moment.
Victory cheers.
Oh yeah, and we see Mortal Team's now very confident now that they have this Parasite buff and the Striders. They're gonna look to push down some turrets.
Rightfully so. They've got the tier 3 Striders as well, so that was a big Parasite steal, a big turn of events in this game, and it's nice to see we got a little bit more of an even game than the previous ones. Sometimes it takes a couple games for that to happen, but we've got a good one in the works right now.
Yeah, so super important for City to get down here to this rotation because Spirit Team can very easily win a 5v5 fight if they play it correctly. They have such an item advantage still, despite the Parasite buff. And they should not let these towers go down for free.
City just picked up an influence, and I really like that pickup. I
Oh,
think it's such an
gosh.
overlooked item, and especially on someone like Kagan, who is pretty quick in general, plus someone who builds a lot of haste, so he's usually out on the front lines. This will allow the rest of his team to get to where he's at a lot quicker, and it just super, super useful utility on that item, as well as some decent stats.
At first I thought you said Impulse.
No.
See a little of that Kagan.
Wrath of Heaven comes down, as well as the Heavy Iron. Nicken a little caught out from the rest of his team, but Blitz and Assure's calling, flips Freezy back underneath the binding, uses Titanic Charge, but Shivy picks up the kill on Cerulean anyway, and Toddler picks up a kill on on Kel. So now, but the fight continues. Rapier drops from Toddler. Now City has Rebirth ticking away. It's going to save him from another kill on Shivy. But now, was that another final protocol? I don't even know what is going on. Rattan gets locked down by the duress, but the S's, and Rattan will live to fight another day, but Toddler picks up another kill. Toddler's really got it going right now.
Yeah, he's so dangerous on that Ferris right now. And we see Rattan 9-3-10 on Predator. He's looking to pick up a force item next, probably Divinity.
Binding has been
But I got an AFK real fast. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So Toddler and Rattan both 9-3. Lot of important magic damage for the Spirit side. But meanwhile, Miyane quietly also has a nice build working with the Ambition, the Wisdom, which is interesting. Or not the Wisdom, the Divinity. But I guess he wants those big crits to go along with his dominance. He wants that big crit burst on Nisa. And I do love crit on my ranged ADs, so I'm okay with it.
Get my good side. Stop! Don't push too fast.
Might need some pains for the mortal side to deal with this double rebirth. Snitch gets a little caught out. He's going to be eliminated.
The spirit player is unstoppable.
Toddler just really getting too big.
Back! Play me off stage.
Barry now realizing the same thing I was mentioning just before, that they are going to need a pain to deal with this team. Cerulean has the built-in heal. Oh, Toddler trying to do work onto Freezy, but he's a little bit tankier than some of his other victims have been, so not going to quite burst him as much. But Mortal Side does have to get some pains going to deal with these rebirths. And now they do. Shivy does pick one up, so. Oh, Nisa not wanting Rapier to steal this well. Rapier, under-leveled here, does not want to solo Nisa with all of that damage that she has, but he is in a tough spot. Not a good place for Rapier. The Moya chase is on. Heavy Iron onto Toddler, but a nice use of Blitz allows for none of the slow to go through, so Toddler escapes.
Let's fly. Hammer down.
Spirit side maybe positioning for a Parasite, but no, they want Snitch. Melee access memory and the final protocol. Snitch will drop. Ugly Toddler seriously big now. Barry gets flipped back after Assure's calling in an Impale. The Wrath of Heaven comes down, but it doesn't hit home. Freezy and Rapier are on the run. Quicksand is out. Freezy looks to drop as well. And Rapier is, well, Varian is also a surviving member, but Spirit side is going to be able to take this Parasite. Ashabel will not be alive to steal this one, so it's going to be tough.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright.
Spirit side with a nice, yeah, they had a nice little pick, picked off of a couple members of the Mortal side, and Ashabel is not alive to throw down Wrath of Heaven to steal this Parasite, so Spirit
Team has
now
slain
with a
the
commanding
Parasite.
lead in this game. Toddler is just getting really big.
Oh yeah, 12-3 on Ferris. We sort of overlooked that in light of the 9-3 Predator comp. But yeah, he's just got a huge amount of damage with that Conquest, Destruction, and Divinity. Those three items just turn Ferris into a monster.
The Spirit Team has captured
The
a
game
well.
goes super late, and Mortal Team's able to turtle it out to 6 items. You know, that Ferris build definitely falls off. Just like any assassin in any game.
Has captured a well.
But now the 4-cap with the Parasite, so the econ advantage strongly with the Spirit side.
However, a level advantage for Mortal. Just kidding. I was looking at Spirit. So yeah, big level advantage actually. Wow, Snitch is only level 15. Really coming up short on that test. So they're gonna have to look to turtle. One of their tier 3 bindings has already been cracked. They're gonna have to hope for one of those lucky Reaper beams to really turn a team fight for them under their Guardian.
Let's fly. Keep up.
I don't know if you were around when I was talking about it, but Miyane picked up a Divinity on Nisa, just kind of going for the really, really big crits to go along with Dominance. So, interesting build choice, but the crits are going to really sting.
Yeah, and it also really amplifies the damage on his Q and his ultimate. One of the reasons that teams pick Nissa, for instance, in competitive play, is because of the ability of Nissa to do damage to the backline while hitting the front line. Because of that ultimate. So you have like a Kindra and Nissa has good synergy because Kindra goes deep, and then Nissa follows up all the way in there with an ultimate for the added damage to get the resets. So Divinity sort of flows nicely into that because it amplifies that damage on abilities. Wow. Toddler
That
able
is
to chunk the tanky Moya.
big damage.
One combo. 50%.
Moya's going to need a little more MR than just the subjugation to deal with the Fed, Faris, and King of Masks. But, Toddler's going to go back in. There's the final protocol, but the landfall comes up. Wrath of Heaven drops as well. Toddler will be killed. Snitch is on the run. Rattan will pick him up. Now Barry on the run gets flipped back with the Duress, and the Captivate will pick that up as well. Spirit side looks like they might have this game in the bag.
Yeah, excellent Moya play there from Rapier. When Ferris goes in on you on Moya, you just stun him, wait a second and a half, and then ult. And then while he's up in the air, his flashback goes off cooldown, and he dies. But it's just not enough. The rest of the Spirit team just floods into the base and kills the rest of his team while he's making that play.
Yeah, Shivy and Rapier trying to stave off the advance, but I just don't think they have enough. There's a lot of Striders here, as well as 3 members, or all 4 members of the Spirit side, except for Faris, but Rapier trying to fight. He just doesn't have enough, and this Guardian is going to fall. GG.
GG.
Who says Predator isn't viable?
Is victorious.
Who said Predator isn't viable? Especially in high MMR.
Wasn't me.
That's right.
Yeah, Rattan making it work there. That high kill potential lane. Ferris calm. And yeah, I think, you know, it really cannot be overstated how much of an advantage they had in that matchup against two immobile squishies like Ashbel and Tess. And they got some good jungle attention too, so good play there from the Spear team to get the matchups they wanted, the lane matchups they wanted, and to bring jungle attention to the Predator lane.
They did.
They made it work.
Really, really nice job. We'll get another game started soon here. Same game, same password, same bozos. I'd like to thank all of you here joining us for our fun little in-houses. Me and Mcscrag doing some casting for y'all.
That's right.
All right, a couple new guys in this game now. We got Ghosty here, Merc as well.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold the phone, Twerp. Is your attic actually a skylight?
It's always been a skylight.
This is news to me.
Are you serious, Scrag?
I'm dead serious.
Really? It's
The disappointment.
It's always been a skylight.
I thought it was a real attic.
Why do you think so much sunlight was coming through there? You just think I have like an open attic to the sky?
I guess I just never watched your stream during the day. That would be the
That's
explanation.
true. That's one of the reasons I try not to stream during the day. Is the glare is so insane that it looks like I'm like an angel or something. But no, that's the sky behind me.
Yeah, I'm with Toddler. I still think it's an attic. It's just there's some kind of magic spells going on up there. It's blue aura. You can't hide it from us, Twerp.
They're all ridiculous. So here we are. Another game. I guess we're ready to do some pickerinos. Scrag, I believe it is your first pick.
Okay, we got some new faces. Nice to see. I'm going to first pick Ghosty.
Okay. You want Mortal or Spirit?
I'll take Mortal.
All right. Toddler had such a strong showing last game. I'm going to take him.
Yeah, he did. He definitely came up big on that Ferris. I will take Shivy.
Chibi. I will take City.
All right, and I will pick up Rattan.
I'll take Miane.
Rat Wolf.
I'll take Rapier.
And I'll take Nicken.
All right, I'll take Merc. So we are good to goes. Here we go.
All right. See Rattan already locking in that comm, so he's in full tryhard mode.
He's feeling it.
Yeah. Good vibes from last game. Rat Wolf looking to do some Glad Desi. Always love to see that. Super high scaling late game mage carry. Oh, we might see some Flynn and Zeri in one game. Is this real life? Nope, just kidding.
All right, as these guys do their picks, I'm going to grab a drink. I will be right back.
Go for it. City looking like he's going to jungle, though perhaps unsure. And Toddler looking to play Ferris again. He had such a good game last game. We'll see if he's able to do it again, this time without his buddy Rattan in lane. And we got some Nick and Cog in jungle. And no AD carry for the Spirit team. We'll see how that works for them. They've got Glad Flynn. Not a whole lot of physical damage at all. Only two sort of tankies, like one tank, one bruiser, putting out any physical damage at all. So we'll see how it works out for them. They definitely, I think, have to snowball this game hard early, or else they're just going to fall behind. It's so difficult to go up against an AD carry when you don't have one late game. And we see Shivy playing Kenzu, so things are looking good for the Mortal team already in the pick ban phase.
The Dawn Gate opens.
Alright, and the game has started. We see standard starting items for everybody.
I'm back. Sorry.
All good. See Toddler looking to get some presence down bot lane
30
without his
seconds until
wards.
minions spawn.
Oh, we got a Mina Ferris lane.
Ah, first time
Oh,
we
is
saw Mina today and another Flynn. Once again, this time Beyonce is going to be the Flynn player. Seems like everyone wants to play Flynn when they're on my team. Interesting.
It's true.
Stay clear.
Well,
To mayhem.
your team also has no AD carry.
What? What happened when I got a drink?
Yeah, I mean,
Minions
okay, so they
have
have
spawned.
this really high kill potential bot lane. They have to snowball this game. They can't let it go late against no AD without an AD carry.
That's a lot of magic damage as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be quite easy to itemize against them. So a little meta breaking going on.
I will keep watch.
I think they're just so confident in their ability to win. Said we don't need no meta.
We don't need no meta.
Now a bit of a buff steal going on for Spirit team, but they're gonna spot it out by Ghosty. Oh, he's got to be careful.
Nice to see the Zeri make an appearance. Graffiti Zeri. She's been a bit overlooked by the competitive scene lately. I mean, whether that's warranted or not, but I still
She's
find
actually-
her incredibly annoying to deal with.
Yeah, I think she's a great niche pick versus assassins. So there's actually no assassins though on the Mortal team. So
It can
we'll
work
see if that
nicely
works out.
on Salus because he can Judgment in. If Rapier is able to time his silence well, Salus will just Judgment in and then be sad while whoever he was targeting just walks away scot-free. But
Yeah, definitely so important on Zeri too.
ooh, the key to the heart goes onto Rattan, forces a blink out. Nice level 2 awareness from Toddler and Merc.
Yep, and there's Mina Ferris showing its lane dominance. Such a deadly combination. They essentially blow a spell out of Rattan and trade almost all of his health for none of theirs.
Ooh, nice
And now Red
knock
Wolf
up.
is trouble,
Might save Red Wolf's life there. Those Forgotten Tombs being opportune.
too. Please, Twerp.
I can't help myself.
And so this is basically a one lane already. City looking to put on some pressure top as what we see so many times in the Knit House is just a mirroring of lane advantage. Bot lane winning hard for Spirit, Mortal team winning hard for,
Where's the
or top
will
lane winning
work?
hard for Mortal. So City, we'll see where he puts all of his attention. Would not be surprised to see a dive bot lane when he gets around, gets his armor buff, gets money pigs, hits level 6. See if he tries to make something happen bot lane. Likewise, Kogan very good at diving top lane.
Oh no! Toddler uses flashback and actually knocks himself back into the Forgotten Tombs from Desecrator, so...
Yeah, bit of a failed trade there for them, but still have a health advantage. And Miane just getting chunked out. I'm glad Flint, something we saw the first time.
Seems to be the case with Gladiator Flynn. Early on, he has a real tough time just staying in lane and having a big presence. But later on, when he does get some of those items, it becomes a little bit easier for him. So we'll see if that trend continues here. But yeah, Amaranth and Kenzu are just going to make life pretty much hell for a Flynn early game in lane.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I think Ghosty doing a bit of a better job than the Amaranth we saw in the first game, and just landing these bubble kills.
Uh-oh, bubble combo!
First blood.
I've never seen Buttersworth. So Flynn just dies. Well, that's just funny looking, kinda. It's like Flynn hit the eject button. Like as Buttersworth died, you just see like the little run animation all the way back to the Locust while he waits for Buttersworth to respawn. That'd be really funny.
That would be. But the captain goes down with the ship. Yeah, and so a wasted blink there from Yane. He knew he was already dead, but he blinked anyway. So big opportunities for jungle pressure top lane for the Mortal team.
City goes in onto Rattan, lands the snare. Toddler and Merc follow up nicely. Merc actually gets the kill, so not ideal. Ooh, the slow comes out from City with his ultimate. Are they going to change focus onto Desecrator? They are. They were chasing Nicken at first. Ooh, nice recast of Judgment to pick up the blinking Desecrator.
Yeah, and top lane rotates down, but they're just too late. Two people have already died, and Rattan gets caught out.
Ghosty here as well. He's got to be careful. There is the Judgment. The Fear misses, but he's got positioning. Nice job of Ghosty to be patient with his blink. Uses it to get on the other side of Mina. Now Shivy looking to escape. Nicken in between three people. He's going to have trouble getting out of here now. Ooh, the splatter and the right click from Merc are going to be enough to pick him up. So Mina picks up 2 kills there. Not ideal, but good nonetheless.
Yeah, most importantly, they're just going to get pressure on this turret, and Mortal team's going to be denied lane experience. Rattan's going to be solo experience here. But Mina trying to anticipate the W from Amaranth by using her fear in that bush, however, did not take into account the fact that Talos was likely going to root the Amaranth, so a little bit of a misplay there, but it still worked out.
It did still work out. Toddler avoiding the desecrated ground, cannot avoid the Forgotten Tombs. Flashbacks out of range of the tentacles.
Yeah, so big advantage already for the Spirit team. City making the plays happen.
As he is wont to do.
And just this Mina Ferris lane, just anytime someone just steps slightly out of position, they just get so punished for it by this lane combination. So Rattan's got to play super careful here.
There is the key to the heart. The fear comes down, but Toddler is in a rough spot here. He doesn't have his flashback. I think he's going to drop. The big clap gets him, but Nicken's here. There's the big call. Merc uses Bastion, but he's got no one to key to the heart to, so it's going to be in for him. Rattan picks that one up.
Yeah, and they just get a little overconfident in that lane. Toddler going in and getting CC'd so long that he can't even use his flashback and just gets punished for it. And Mina just misses a fear on both shapers. However, City getting a bit caught out on this steal. However, he's able to smite it away before Shivy and Ghosty are able to respond. And they choose not to chase because it would eventually turn into a 2v3, which they do not want.
Hide and seek, eh? Who turns specialty?
So Mortal team back in the game due to a bit of over-aggression from Toddler and Mina. Merc. Oh, and they're actually going to give up the tier 1 binding for this.
Uh-oh. Toddler uses Final Protocol. I think Rattan's going to live through it. He will.
Yeah, Desi just shutting down that aggression from Toddler. He flashes back to Rattan, and he's in melee range for the autos, but he's just unable to stick to it.
Oh, nice ultimate from Zeri to keep Miane alive on Flynn. He avoids the tidal prison, but Merc now a little caught out, gets stunned. The Void Breaker is a little too late coming in, but City is here. Beautiful ultimate, picks up Ghosty. Here's Mina using her ult. The Flynn uses his stun, and Mina comes back out with another key to the heart, and they pick up Nicken. Nice job from Spirit's side to turn a potential poor fight into a beneficial one.
Yeah, so real lackluster effect from the rotation down top lane from Flynn. He gets the stun, but his ultimate doesn't really do much, and he has no damage, so that dive turns out Maybe 2 kills.
Uh-oh, Key to the Heart goes deep in the melee access memory, picks it up. That Mina Faris, you've been talking about it all game, Scrag, and we're just seeing why it is just one of the most potent combos in Dawngate.
Yeah, it's just very dangerous. So now they're going to put some counter aggression on this turret. Might not get it though because of the impressive wave clear from Desecrator.
Uh-oh, Ret Wolf in a bit of trouble underneath the binding is going to drop. Mina picks up another kill. That Mina is just a serial killer this game.
Yeah, what is the score anyway?
Mina's got all the kills.
Well, that
She's got
could
4.
could be a 5-1 Ferris, but instead it's a 1-1 Ferris. So not ideal, but you know, she's gonna be able to get. Yeah, she's got her duress already, so a 9-minute duress is nothing to sneeze at.
That is dangerous when you can combine it with the CC from the fear already. And then it's like you think you're out because the fear duration is over, and then she right-clicks you one time. Toddler caught out here, uses a nice flashback, but oh no, can Rattan get the last auto attack? He needs the flourish to come off cooldown. When will it? 3 seconds. Oh, Smart Camera, how dare you? We're staying with this fight here. There's the right click. Can Rattan? Oh, Toddler's just gonna give it to him. It looks like.
Spirit player has been
He knew he had nowhere to go. So
Oh, the big hole as Mina goes in. She uses Key to the Heart, but misses. Riptide comes out from Amaranth. Prismatic Vortex saves Rapier's life. So Zeri proving dividends, saving her own life with her ultimate. Really nice job.
Yeah, so Zeri ultimate saving her own life there, and a lot of ultimates and spells used for the Mortal team. But I just want to go back to that to Toddler just giving up the kill there. It was actually really smart of him to do that, because if he had tried to flash over the wall, he would have gone right into Shivy, and you would have had an extra assist picked up for the Mortal team. So
Yeah, might as well feed the Tactician if you're going to feed anybody, so.
exactly.
So the Tactician's doing a lot of the heavy lifting this game, picking up the majority of the kills.
Yeah, I mean, as they are wont to do. Even Zeri has a kill.
That's right.
What exciting times we live in, Twerp.
What year is it? Ret Wolf got his double might going, so he's going to look to get that Strife and Decay as soon as possible. As we could see, Destruction on Toddler, Duress on Mina, Pride on Mianhe. City's got his Ambition and a Form. For the rest of the Mortal side, Ratania's got his Decay, Aggression on Ghosty, as well as some other base items. Shivy's got his Desire, Subjugation on Nicken. So Toddler and Merc looking to make something happen here.
Yeah, you see, Rattan just immediately runs for his life once Ferris Mina shows up in lane. There's not much they can do. They just have to kind of sit under their turret and wait clear. Meanwhile, that's going to put a ton of pressure on the map, because Toddler's free to just go wherever he wants with the move speed buff for Mina too. The roam potential is huge.
Hide and seek, eh? Who does specialty?
All they have to do is just walk in the lane, shove this wave for free, and then go somewhere else. And already you can see they shoved the wave, and now they're looking to move into the center jungle. Looking to catch City out, perhaps.
Destroyed.
Or no, that's not City. Nicken.
Anyone see where they went?
And they're moving top lane to put pressure on top tower.
Yeah, the pings are coming out from both teams up there, as you can see. Smart Cam will get us there eventually. City trying to take this armor buff. Nicken is there.
Oh,
Throws, literally goes fishing and comes up with nothing.
Just a bit of a blind hook there. Hoping for the best.
Didn't even catch a boot with that one. Salas is positioned on the other side, but now the positioning's a little precarious. He doesn't have he's gonna have to go a long way around to rejoin his team.
Yeah,
doesn't want to get caught out.
Just disastrous for the Mortal team. Desecrator and Kagano down. These are huge team fighting ultimates that they're gonna want to have if Spirit team looks to dive on this turret.
Yeah, Spirit needs to engage with those ultimates down. Rattan goes, Toddler goes in big onto Rattan. The final protocol comes out. City as well. The overrun from Flynn. He throws Thrilling Heroics. Gets a stun under the binding, but that binding is healthy and firing away, preventing any further dive.
Yeah, but a big loss of health. Rattan's forced to back, and Dickon goes back into the jungle to try and recover some health. And this tower is likely to go down here with this push. Yeah, City has showed up south too. This might be a dive. It seems hesitant though. I mean, it's not easy to dive Amaranth and Desecrator. There's so many ways that they can knock you up and do 1,000,000 damage to you while you're under that turret.
Redeploy forward.
However, I still think they would give up maybe 1 kill for 4 or something.
Right around, we're about a minute away from Spirit Wells opening up. We'll see how that affects where they want to apply their pressure, but because we seem to have a very early, pretty early in the game, people have been staying grouped up, looking for those team fights and picks. As you see, all of Mortal is up in the top lane, while Spirit is a bit spread out and maybe in better position to maybe sneak a well here. But they're going to push this bottom lane, and this could be dangerous if they don't get out of dodge fast enough. And it looks like they'll be okay.
Yeah, Rattan does not have his...
Oh, he blinks with the Empowered Captivate, lands the eggs. Finale comes down as well. He used the Bastion, but the long-range kill shot with Voidbreaker is enough for Shivy to pick up the kill. Interesting play by Rattan. He flourished before the blink and then knew he still had the Empowered Captivate in his back pocket. So when he did blink, it was a big surprise, and it was enough for his team to come and Shivy to pick up that kill. Nice job.
Yeah, like I said, Rattan's comp mechanics are certainly on par. Good blink there, play from there. And kind of a mistake from Merc. I think he double casted his key to the heart because he jumped onto Flynn and jumped off immediately. If he just stayed on Flynn, they would have walked away for free. But he gets caught out. However, City looking to counter engage 4v5. Never mind.
Oh, now he lands the Judgment. He's going to recast. He does. He lands the stun during both attempts for them to escape, but Final Protocol is going to pick up Ghosty. Actually, Rapier picked it up beforehand. Nicken hooks a bunch of minions, but that's about it. Or not.
Yeah, Spirit Team dodges that hook very well. They back up just in time to dodge that hook.
Toddler blitzing through the stun. Meanwhile, Miyane using Overrun trying to get there. Nicken has to blink away. Here comes Deathbot. Thrilling Heroics, but is dispelled by Rattan, but he gets the knockup from Finest Hour, and he's going to change his focus onto Rattan. Rapier will pick it up.
And there's some sort of understated synergy here between Zeri and Ferris as well. Before Mina was around, actually, I used to play Tactician, and one of my favorite lanes to run was Ferris Zeri because of the MR shred from Zeri. You can actually pick up a lot of level 2, level 3 kills with that lane combination because not only do you silence them and you know make it so they can't use their mobility spells, but also the MR shred just makes Ferris do a ton of damage. So we're seeing actually some of that synergy here. And Rapier likely going to be getting a Chaos to help Toddler out with that damage as well. So, yeah, huge amplification. If someone gets hit with that paintball and then Ferris goes on them, it's just crazy damage.
Oh.
And Mert double casting his W again. Let's see what Miani's building. Rushing that glory on Flynn, I think that's definitely a good buy. Gives him all the stats that he needs and the early damage.
Yeah, and he picks up the form too. Flynn, not the most spammable shaper, but I guess it's the constant dot from Overrun that's really going to see the benefits of form.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the math is on that. Because I know, I'm pretty sure form, the bonus does less damage for AoE and damage over time, so it might even double dip on that damage reduction, so probably not worth. But then again, I mean, his E is kind of short cooldown, can hit pretty hard. In either case, it's working in this game. They're ahead. And here comes Mina Salas, another very dangerous combination. We can pretty much just run around the map for free, taking objectives.
Toddler looks to try and catch Desecrator sleeping, but he sniffed it out and was able to avoid any further damage.
Yeah, and they're trying to bait out Parasite here. They've got a ward down and they're hiding over this wall looking to catch someone trying to ward. However, Mortal Team has wards on Parasite, so they know they're not actually doing it.
Dramatic exit.
Well, now we see Spirit Team just struggling to really make use of their advantage. Oh, there's the Duress proc, though. And City's going to chase down Rattan. He's got nothing left.
Got him caught. Finale comes out. Mina gets severed ties off. Now Nicken seems to be a bit caught out, locked down on that quicksand.
Yeah.
Not on the quicksand, but I don't know what actually locked him down. So it must have been Duress. Yeah, 2 Duresses for Spirit side. So there we go.
Yep. Versus only one duress, Ghosty.
Yep.
Having his Rattan opting for the pursuit. On Khan. Interesting choice.
Interesting. Just trying to be as mobile as he can be. Here comes Mortal, looking to make it, maybe look for a steal. It's gonna be close. Desecrator's got to use his ult, but he doesn't. Ghosty goes in with a Riptide, but it's not gonna land. He blinks back into more trouble. Shivy with a nice blink over the wall to escape, but Ghosty's gonna fall.
Yeah, so bit of a premature blink there from Ghosty. Just sort of brings Salus right to his
Uh-oh,
feet.
Merc gets knocked up underneath the binding, but a beautiful use of Bastion to go along with Prismatic Vortex is gonna ensure that he lives.
Open your heart.
Yeah, super important that you wait for Salus to use the second Q before you blink, or else you're just gonna bring him along for the ride.
You know, I really like the Bastion pick on Mina this game. It saved him a couple of times, and it's one of those spells that used to be really, really strong and something that was picked almost every single game. But since the introduction of Drain and the increased reliance on Blink and Blitz and Dispel, you really don't see a whole lot of Bastion anymore. But it really can be a spellbook spell that can turn the tide, save your life, maybe in a low HP trade, let you survive while killing your enemy. So it's nice to see Bastion getting some play here.
It's actually pretty good for baiting. A lot of times people will just get the bloodlusts going when they see you low on health. They come in and then you just pop Bastion and they die. And Mina certainly becomes a target when she fears in. Actually, so I want to bring this up. Something I saw in the tournament this weekend. There's a Mina player. I
The
can't
mortal
remember his
team
name.
has captured a well.
I think on TMP4,
Okay.
who rushes Defiance on Mina.
Oh.
Which, if you think about it, is just kind of an interesting build because, you know, key to the heart in, take a bunch of damage, get Defiance, key to the heart out.
That's an interesting interesting plan. I like where his head's at. I mean, you're gonna suffer from lack of other stats, but having that much health early on and that passive ability on it, I can definitely see the appeal to a build like that. You don't see Defiance picked up very much, but
No, not at all. Yeah, it's generally considered kind of a bad item. There's so many resources in this game, even though, you know, it's quote-unquote a mana-less game, there are still tons of Shapers and resources, which sort of make Defiance useless on them. But on Mina, I think it works, especially if you're able to tank up a bunch of damage, even an ultimate, and then you just key to the heart out. I mean, that's a lot of wasted damage simply from the other team. So, I love seeing stuff like that.
yeah. I mean, that's what it is. Nice to see the only real meta imposed in this game is the one the players kind of impose on themselves. So when people do the unconventional, a lot of times you don't expect it, and it can catch people by surprise.
Yeah, and Mina doesn't really benefit from too many stats either. I think haste is a really good stat on her, obviously, but you know she has really bad power ratios. Doesn't benefit from penetration very much because
And she's so vulnerable when she jumps out of someone with key to the heart that I really, you know, the more you think about it, the Defiance build seems like a really, really nice item. Ooh, Toddler goes in from the side, but he's got no one else near him. He's got to be very careful they don't collapse on him. Nicken maybe throws a hook over the wall, but he doesn't. Ooh, Rattan gets a nice empowered Q onto City and Merc, but no one wants to engage on that Mina Salus. But Rattan apparently does. Has to use Duress to get out, but a nice big haul pulls City all the way back in, followed up by a Riptide. City drops. Miane's in there with Finest Hour knocking everybody up, but he falls. Voidbreaker comes down onto Toddler. He's the big threat now. Are they going to continue to chase Rapier? Toddler might be able to look and pick up somebody from behind, which he's going to do onto Rattan. There he goes. That's the one thing they had to be careful of. Oh, a nice use of the flashback on the way back, but the silence and the burst damage was too much, so Toddler falls as well.
Yeah, and you see Shivy just so hesitant to come out of that tower, knowing Toddler was in that bush just above him. Just the presence of the Ferris with his E possibly off cooldown is enough to make Rattan overextend and die, but Toddler still engages anyway once they get through that corridor and ends up dying for it.
I mean, he had a
Good
great
play from-
idea flashbacking back to where the other two people were. Just, I think the Desecrator's silence prevented him from throwing out the melee access memory and really making it count and picking up the double kill, but
Yep, that clap.
that clap. This is why you got to avoid the clap, kids.
Good educational stream here.
That's right. Life advice, always.
So, yeah, a bit of a comeback now for Mortal Team. They needed that Vim. They needed to shut down bounties. see what that turns into items. But Toddler's just huge already. He's got his Destruction Conquest combo with a Pain to shut down the Rebirth on Kagen. Oh, he doesn't actually have a Rebirth yet. Yeah, I don't, that Pain actually isn't going to do too much. There's very little sustain on the Mortal team, but still not a terrible buy, but probably could have gone for higher damage, maybe a Divinity instead. Ret Wolf has hit his Strife Decay combo, so...
To go along with that Chaos. So...
Oh yeah, and he's
lots
got,
of MR Shred, which is what they need. They're very... well, not actually really. Not, I was thinking the Spirit side. Spirit side is more magic focused than Mortal, but it's going to help King of Mask and Amaranth do extra damage. Oh, Rattan seems to be in a bit of trouble. Ret Wolf taking some of that damage, but Thrilling Heroics from Flynn gets the knockup. Ret Wolf trying to do everything he can, but Rattan will fall.
Something we sort of forgot to talk about since the beginning of the game is the lack of AD carry for Spirit Team. And we said from the start, you know, they really need to snowball this game, which they are doing. However, they need to close it.
They do need to close it. That's why they're going for this Parasite right now. It
Yeah.
just got to Tier 3. This is the important one.
The longer this goes, the bigger shit he gets, and he's going to start doing just too much damage.
Yeah. Nicken is here, though. They have to be careful. Can vanquish this. I don't know what they plan on doing here. City missed his judgment. There's the Void Breaker, but that misses. Nobody wants to hit a skill shot.
That's just, yep.
Oh, Toddler and Merc go in. They go on to Ghost, he uses a nice stasis. Spirit Team does get the Parasite. The Riptide comes in, knocks up City and Mianhe. Now Shivy in trouble. Toddler tries to get him, but he blinks over the wall. Mina keys to the heart with him and follows. Ret Wolf on the run, but Overrun is going to pick him up.
Shut down.
Shivy is trying to get away. Oh, Mina gets him with the Siphon Soul.
And
So
Smart
that
Man
is
watch
big
Mianhe.
swing.
But something I want to bring up here. So Nicken walked in and used his Big Haul. Now, I know that ability silences
That's a good point.
Kagen when he casts it. I'm not sure if that silence prevents him to cast Vanquish, but he might have sort of screwed himself there on the
Yeah.
Vank steal.
It probably
I've
does.
actually never done that, so I don't know for sure if he can't Vank. But
Meanwhile, Toddler picking up another kill onto Rattan, but that's a very good point. I thought that was interesting, the use of Big Haul, because that's right. You can't blitz and use Big Haul. You can't,
Link.
you know,
So
you
you
can't
probably
blink.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get the logic behind it because he wants because if Salus is CC, then he can't Vanquish either. So if he's in mid pole, I don't know if he can Vanquish. This would be something fun to test. However, City gets the Vanquish and they secure that Parasite. I think it was good of them to contest, though. I think they misplayed the team fight a little bit. They had to go in when Spirit Team was on the Parasite. Anytime you can pinch a team between you and Parasite, so that they're taking Parasite damage from the back, and your team's damage from the front, you're almost guaranteed to win that.
The Mortal team has captured a well.
No distractions.
Alright, and so Mortal Team's able to pick up a well, while Spirit Team's back and buying, but they're still at a huge Vim disadvantage, and the Striders are starting to pour in. I'm going to look for Spirit Team. They really need to crack this space on this Parasite push, I think. You can see that they're fully capable of winning team fights out in the middle of the map, but the longer this game goes, again...
Oh, Toddler in a big spot here. Uses Blitz to avoid the Void Breaker. Going to save his life that time.
And a big cooldown down for Toddler is going to delay their push a little bit. They really need to just group up.
Toddler coming to the conclusion that the bushy walkthrough was warded. A nice Thrilling Heroics from Flynn to stun Nicken out, but they don't want to engage too hard on him. Oh, there's the big haul onto City. He's going to get locked down and deleted.
Yeah, big mistakes here.
Don't you
They
see why
cannot-
hooks just make these games fun?
I don't. Can you remember the time when we always said hashtag hook day, please?
Hashtag 30 and a hook. Never
30
forget.
and a hook. That's right. I want another one now. I'm never satisfied.
I know. You give me one hook, now give me two.
Exactly.
The burrowing mole shaper with hooks. Never forget.
Oh, just pull him underground. That'd be kind of like the opposite of fails, I guess.
Make way.
Yeah, Spear Team just cannot be giving up these free kills. Now they're gonna give up the weld too.
No, now their early advantage is. Oh no, Nicken eats the final protocol, but he's gonna live through it. He's got enough tankiness. Toddler didn't want to hang out too long. He didn't really know where the rest of the mortal side was.
And so that push is delayed. They do pick up the well, but they're unable to push turrets against the Striders, and the big damage coming out of Toddler. Salus has respawned, and now, yeah, they learned their lesson. They're going to group up bot and try and get this tier 3 down. Shavy might get caught out here.
Oh, a nice key to the heart from Mina. The duress and the melee access memory. Do you see how much damage that did to Rattan?
A lot.
Holy moly, Shivy in a bad spot here. Prismatic Vortex popping along with the Rebirth. The Voidbreaker comes out, but here's Key to the Heart once again, and that Mina continuing her genocidal ways. 7, 3, and 11. Ooh, the nice Thrilling Heroics gets the stun onto Desecrator, but they can't quite close the gap because Quicksand is doing a nice job of slowing the entire team.
Yeah, they force a blink out of Nicken, which is actually a pretty big deal. You don't see too many blink hooks, though. It's hard to pull that off. The hook animation is just so slow, it's kind of easy to touch. And yeah, they've got to just pressure this turret. Good use of the Mina shield. Toddlers basically can get 2 to 3 free auto attacks if nobody's there on cooldown of Key to the Heart.
Oh, Nicken tries to go for the hook over the wall. Doesn't quite land its mark. Now,
Yana leading his team with the Parasite call.
Back. Our tide ebbs.
A lot of YOLO hooks coming out from Nick in this game.
I know.
Silence that heckler!
But like, you know, Benjamin Franklin said once, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. At least I think it was Ben Franklin. Meanwhile, 5-on-2 happening here. Nicken is going to drop. Rattan is not far behind. Ooh, but a nice empowered Endless Delights are going to let him live a little bit longer. Will Korean Prodigy decide to chase this? I don't think so. They're going to change their
there's no way he
attention,
can catch that.
focus on to the bottom binding.
And they force a blink out of Shivy just for pure damage from Toddler. And they continue to dive on Desi, but he does not go down, and Toddler's going to get caught.
Shivy, with a nice Void Breaker underneath the binding, did really nice job picking up Toddler.
And they just get a little too aggressive there. And the tier 3 stands, and Parasite stands, so mission accomplished for Mortal Team.
So no one going for the Parasite. It's going to still be around. No one even has wards on the Parasite, which is that's living fast and loose in my opinion. City trying to
we know
sneak
you
a
like it
power
fast.
buff. I do like it fast and loose.
The mortal team has captured a well.
Wise from City to back off of that power buff.
Yes.
If he had spotted out, he would have been dead.
Not worth.
He's died a few times, sort of delaying their advantage in these games, and I think he knows he needs to stop. But he's going to go on Rattan here. And he chunks Rattan. It's so hard to, with this build from Rattan, to catch him, but still makes him squishy with relatively low damage, so not sure how valuable that slipperiness is.
Uh-oh, Ghosty caught out a nice ultimate from City, but a beautiful stasis from Amaranth to keep him alive. A nice big haul as well. Now they're getting really low. Spirit Side is in trouble. Flynn is in there trying to do everything he can. Rebirth popping. The Bastion goes up, but the Dust Devil from Nicken is going to shut him down. And now Mortal Side has got a free Parasite if they want it. They still want Rapier first. Voidbreaker to seal the deal. And now this is bad news for the Spirit Side. Toddler's the only one left. He might be able to go in and get maybe one kill. Maybe he's going to look to try and steal. It's going to be tough.
It's pretty impossible for him to get by that Desecrator.
Yeah.
He's just going to give it up in a huge throw from the Spirit Team there.
And now that we're into the late game, we're really starting to see the limitations of not having a ranged AD because Shivy is starting to get big. He's level 20. He's got 4 tier 3 items, and that's only going to get worse from this point on.
Yeah, things are looking dim suddenly for the Spirit Team. They kind of just messed around a little bit too much in that mid game, wasting their advantage, not breaking base, and not getting Parasite more than once.
The moon wanes.
The mortal team has captured a well.
So good job there from Ghosty, using that stasis effectively to bait out so many ultimates from Mortal Team. He doesn't die, throws out his ultimate, and gets away. Translates that into a team fight win. Parasite, tier 2 turret, and a well. So actually a 4-kip now for the Mortal Team. This is huge. They're still behind on kills, but I think they've probably gotten pretty close to evening up that Vim difference. We'll see what Shivy looks to pick up next, if he wants to get a Fate or a Dominance. He's already got some Shred with his Judgment. He goes for the Finesse.
Interesting.
Don't see a lot of that item. You see it sometimes in the sort of patented Kenzu on-hit Hiroshima build. But not usually in typical AD carry builds with Ruin and all that. So
No, and usually, I mean, I'd want. I've done the finesse on Kenzu before, but I always had a Fate first,
yeah,
and then it works really nice in correspondence with his Thrill of the Hunt because of the armor shred on that, combined with the bonus attack damage and shred you get from the finesse, and then with Fate proccing that on multiple people, you can really just, negate a ton of armor very quickly. Toddler caught out in a poor spot. Somehow Rapier gets pulled. The Prismatic Vortex comes down. The Finale comes down. Sever ties. All of the ultimates. Miyane trying to use Overrun, but Mortal Side just has too much. Nicken now in there. Double kill. Can they get the ace? The annihilation they're looking for. Rattan wants it. The blink from Toddler and the drain. Toddler will survive, so it'll only be 4, but
destroyed.
yeah.
Mortal
that
Side
direct
continuing.
He's forward.
What was that?
So what is Ferris's initial E call?
Flashback.
So so flashback is the first part of it?
Yeah, and then you recast it.
Okay. So yeah, Toddler flashback forward, gets caught by the duress with the follow-up CC. He's forced to use his splits. It takes about 6% of his damage and then backs up the fight and then does nothing for the rest of the fight. So the Fed Ferris really falling off here without an 80 carry to follow him up. And just getting punished by the duress. What a turnaround. Mortal Team just snowballing this game to victory after a huge disadvantage early game.
It was a good effort from the Spirit side.
Is it all because they didn't pick an 80 carry? No.
It's not because they had a chance to close. They
really did.
They were very ahead early on.
They just misplayed. They
Yeah.
just kind of got lazy, got caught out in middle of the haste jungle and a bunch of times, and
Yeah, it does happen. And then at the end there, when the main damage dealer on Toddler just, takes so much hurt in the beginning of the fight in the skirmish, it just you lack your big damage output for later on in the team fight, and you can't really do a whole lot. So
yeah, once because he's at 40% health, and there's Desecrator ults that he cannot walk through,
no.
so he can't get in there to assassinate Shivy, which is really their only hope. Flynn is in the middle of 4 people trying to do damage, and he just does nothing. So yeah, that's unfortunate ending there for the Spirit Team. Good comeback for Mortal. GG.
GG as well. All right, let's get another game. This actually will probably be my last one
All right.
because I need to take a little break for Money Pigs.
Fair
And
enough.
I get all that stuff ready. All right. Room is open.
Going
These
up
games
fast.
are popular.
Dang.
Filled very, very quickly.
Ooh, we get some Fey rest action, some Donlu.
I like it. I do like it.
Well, let's waste no time.
Yeah.
I think, are you first?
I think
No, I think it's the 5th game or 4th game?
I've lost track.
Well, you just go first.
I did pick first last time, so it is yours.
Okay,
you go.
okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna pick Donlu.
That's fine. I got Fee Rust.
Fair enough, the two Kensu players. I will pick City.
I'll take Toddler.
Shivy.
I'll take Rattan.
I will take Freezy.
Miane.
Alright, and I'll pick Nicken.
Nicken?
Yeah.
Okay. These are the teams. This is the last in-house for me. I mean, if people want to continue doing it, that's fine. You don't need me around to do it, but
Yeah, you don't need casters, just someone has to make the room and people join.
yeah. But anyway, this will be it for me because Money Pigs are 3 hours from now. So it's the Dawn Gate nice talk show we're going to do. And there's a lot of stuff to talk about with a new Shaper being revealed and a potential patch on the horizon. We're also going to have Sporesmith on to talk esports and some of the tournaments that happened over the weekend and what are coming in the future. So it's going to be really, really awesome and a huge show tonight. So make sure you guys stop by if you're into that sort of thing. But right now, we've got an in-house to play, so let's do it.
Alright, and so we see Toddler likely going to be jungling this game up against either City or Donlu most likely. Toddler going to pick Petrus. Don't see a lot of Petrus jungle. And Feyres hovering over... Oh, locking in the Vex pick, so we get to see some spiky dog this game.
I like it. And look at this. Maybe some Petrus. It's been a while since I've seen the old man.
Certainly has. Shivy locking in Gladiator Tess. And Freezy hovering over Nissa, so maybe some double AD carry for the Spirit team. Rattan busting out that Predator comm once again.
Hey, it worked last time.
And Nicken with the Renzo pick. Oh, Donlu going for Jungle Ferris.
Okay. Okay. Aww.
And we get a Dodgerino.
We do have a Dodgerino, unfortunately. Now, the question is, getting these people back in here and the right people.
Yeah, I mean, is it just first come, first serve? I mean,
Oh my god.
it's already full. I need a spot, by the way.
You got one. You can come. Yeah.
Alright, there we go. Oh,
Alright,
can
so
spectators dodge the game?
I don't know. I have no idea. I hope not. That would be very upsetting.
That would be very upsetting.
So, Ghosty was a spectator.
But he's online, so it couldn't... Well, no, I guess he could have logged on really fast.
No, I'm saying he was a spectator in the last
Right.
game.
Oh, that's right.
So whoever
And
was
so-
here in that spot, it'd be nice for them to get their spot back.
I think it was City. We're missing City.
Was it City? I thought City stopped. Was it Mia? No, Miane's here, Nicken's here, Freezy, Shivy, Donlu, Merc, Toddler, Rattan, Fee Rust. Yeah, who was it?
Yeah, we're just missing City right now. That's who.
I guess it was City.
'Cause I think I picked him second. Well, do we know if he's coming back?
I have no idea. City, please!
I guess we could just give him about 30 more seconds, I guess.
Yeah. I don't
All right.
know.
I think we just move somebody in.
Unless like City crashed, like I don't know. I don't have him myself.
Yeah, me either. I can't check.
Oh, the struggle, the struggle. All right, Ghosty's in. Repick teams really quickly.
Sure.
All right, you want Donlu?
Donlu.
I want Fee Rust.
Ghosty.
Ghosty. I'll take Toddler.
Freezy.
Breezy. Okay. Shivy.
Rattan.
Give me Mianhe.
Nikin.
All right, Merc. We're good to go.
All right.
Hopefully no problems this game. I need to grab another drink. I will be right back.
I will join you, actually.
Yeah. Well, everyone get drinks. Okay. Taking a quick look at these teams. Shivy going with Gladiator Tess. She seems to be more popular in the tactician role, but it'll be nice to see her in Gladiator. So the double ranged AD comp for the Mortal side with Desecrator, Moya, and King of Masks to supplement it. Meanwhile, Spirit Dalnu going with the Jungle Mara. Interesting choice there. Rattan doing his King of Masks Predator style, which makes me smile on the inside. Ghosty on Gladiator Faris, Freezy on Gladiator Nisa, and Nikin with Tactician Renzo.
Oh boy. Moya jungle and Mara jungle.
Those are like, these are near and dear to your heart, right?
The dawn
Mcscrag?
These are. When Mara first came out, she was actually pretty good at jungling on the old map, but they nerfed her a bit because she was really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's not so good.
No, but I do remember seeing you do the Jungle Mara to great effect in your time, so.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I think you can still pull it off. I just don't, you know, it's a struggle. A struggle.
Mind games.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I honestly hope that happens.
I do too.
I wish you could pause the game like in Han and just pause the game at first blood. GG. But alright, we see Rattan getting that forward bush ward that he loves to get.
Yeah.
But he's not going to see Miani coming up behind him.
Minions have
Uh-oh,
spawned.
Rattan might be in some trouble. But Ghosty is there, and he's going to get kind of low here. There's the drain. They need about maybe 2 more auto attacks to finish it. There's the blink and the auto with Crow's Nest passive from Shivy. It gets first blood. And here come the G-bombs from Scrag. Meanwhile, Miane gets down really low, but Shivy gets another kill. So 2 kills right out of the gate for Shivy. The G-bombs are flying.
Command not found / pause, damn it. Donlu's going for the haste sword on Mara. I think that's pretty smart, because she synergizes with haste very well with her tree.
Yeah, needs that fast auto attack. Is he? Let's take a look, because I'm curious as to what Donlu is running for his loadout. He does have a little bit of movement speed, 2.5%, 5% haste, armor, defense pen, and duelist. So the haste buff is actually a really good start with that loadout and just being Mara.
Yeah, so I think, and I think he also was kind of forced to do it because of Moya just kind of, with that map control they got with the 2 kills, went and took that armor buff. He probably wanted to start armor. So it's going to be a bit of a struggle here for this bot lane. They're already getting pushed on their turret, Rattan already under 50% HP and at a level disadvantage.
So Shivy with 2 kills, but he hasn't shopped. So those 2 kills really aren't going to make a big deal until he does first shop. I mean, maybe just as far as experience goes, they will give him a sort of an advantage, but until he really spends the Vim he got from those 2 kills, we're not going to start to see any sort of real snowball there.
Yeah, Donlu with an early gank on with Mara forces 2 blinks out of top lane, so Feyros now going to be super vulnerable, especially up against a Renzo. He's got nothing to deal with that Renzo stun, and he's low on health, so...
And you see
Donlu
Mara
definitely gonna be
lurking
coming back,
again.
yeah.
She's looping. The loops are real. They want to go in on Nick, and they have a good damage onto him, but now Firos could be in a bit of trouble. There's the Snapdragon. All it needs is one more right click, and he gets it.
Yeah, so huge ganking potential coming from Mara there. Love to see Donlu taking advantage of that Shaper's potential. But Rattan goes down in the bot lane.
Mara is going to be able to take an armor buff as well for her troubles. Merc trying to deter, but
Help him take it.
yeah, he's not going to...
Donlu doing a good job dodging those skill shots. And now big pressure top lane. Countered by big pressure bot lane for the Mortal team. So we'll see what Toddler's able to do here on Moya with his 2 assists and an armor steal. He's looking to get a stun down, but he was out of energy. Could not use bolts.
Tess uses the empowered backdraft as well as an empowered captivate from Miane on the side on King of Mass. So a really nice rotate from bottom lane.
Yeah, huge roam there from Miane, getting the having the presence of mind to go behind the turret rather into the lane through Parasite.
Now Toddler's found Donlu over here, and he's stuck on the Bramble Patch, but Donlu with a nice use of Tree of Life and Snapdragon. But he's not safe yet. He's not out of the woods yet, as one can say. Toddler, not really scared. Oh no! Oh no! The VM is gonna backfire! Toddler, how dare you! Nicken with a nice job with his shield. I mean, they get the kill, but it's not on the guy they want.
Oh, Toddler.
The cockiness.
Did not anticipate not having enough energy to follow up with his W with the bolts, and is unable to stun Donlu. However, Nicken comes over to help and ends up dying.
This is what happens when you try to style on someone.
Yeah.
Look, Miane's here again for the captivated, empowered captivate, but he doesn't quite get it.
So anyway, on that roam from Miane for that first kill, just really smart of him to go behind the turret, knowing that Freezy would have to run under that turret. And now he's just going to be a real annoyance here behind the turret, knowing that Donlu has just had to back and is not going to be there to help.
Yeah, just showing a really nice game sense, you know, that Miane has just from playing for so long and having so many games under his belt, knowing those little things like, hey, I just saw the jungler go top lane and get into a fight and have to leave and back, so I know no one's coming to rotate and stop my rotate, so just a really nice heads-up play.
Definitely. We see it's Renzo's going to go ward between the rock spot lane. However, Moya is top looking for a gank.
But the wing clip slows the advance. Oh, but he uses landfall. And the blink.
Super important for Desecrator to have his cooldowns up when Moya ults, so he's able to follow up.
Is Nicken gonna be able to finish King of Mask? He does. The Renzo play today has been just top notch.
Is relentless.
Hey, Ghosty
Dominating.
Now Shivy looking to do more work onto Donlu. That Gladiator test showing she can be useful even when not on Tactician, so.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of damage coming out of him.
Shivy has 5 kills. Where am I?
The two kills level 1 certainly didn't help.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun to see the amount of damage that Tess can do.
Uh-oh, Freezy caught out here. Firos gonna pick it up.
Yeah, good dive there from Toddler. Taking advantage of Freezy being alone because Renzo roaming the bot lane. But like I said, we usually see Tess's in the tactician role building things like duress and prosperity and stuff. So it'll be fun to see a full damage Tess. How much that ultimate can do.
Dawnlu using his ultimate, trying to go in onto Shivy. Rattan's gonna drop thanks to King of Mass. Shivy with a nice blink to avoid Ghosty, but Ghosty not even level 6 yet. Cannot follow up any further.
Big outplays there from the Mortal team. Shivy blinking the damage from Ferris E and avoiding the slow as well as the W. And Myanhe anticipating Rattan using his flourish forwards, catches him with a captivate root and kills him. So big plays. Hashtag big Dongate plays or something. Right.
Hashtag.
DCS big plays.
The Dawngate CS.
Yeah. That's what this is. This is Dongate CS. No more in-house. This is serious.
This is real.
Someone escapes the eye.
TSM Toddler looking for another dive top lane.
He's here, he's in position. He doesn't, oh, he does have landfall off cooldown, so let's see when he decides to use it. Is he gonna go for it? He's gotta go for it now. There it is, Ferost. Oh no, but he cast it too soon, and he walks away! What are you doing, Toddler? Oh, and they get nothing for that, Toddler. Oh, God. That's twice now he saved people from certain death. The heavy iron comes down from Shivy. He's really fed, but he can't 1v3. King of Mask is there to provide some support. The finale comes down. Shivy lands the kill with his Q ability. Rattan now on the run. Shivy is super low. He's got to be careful he doesn't get hit out by one of these skill shots.
So next week on Chasing the Cup, we're going to see Reggie firing Toddler from the team.
Yeah.
A mortal player has been executed.
Oh, boy.
Stand by.
But didn't really matter. The rotation for bot lane just comes in. Does work top. Now there's one hit on this turret. Freezy does not have turret protection. However,
That's a lot of damage coming down. Merc is going to drop. Both drains ticking away on King of Mask and Faris. Now Ferost trying to close the distance, but he doesn't quite get there in time. I can't believe Toddler just let Freezy just walk away.
he had energy for bolt too. He could
I
have
know.
bolted
He just
forward
needed
or
to right
auto
click.
Back, yeah.
Like he had enough health. Like he could have taken a binding shot for it. Like it wouldn't have been a big deal.
Good stuff. We always get the big plays here in these in-houses. But still, Mortal team with a big advantage. They've got one binding down, as well as a huge kill lead. So we'll see how they're able to translate into this into Parasites and Wells in 15 minutes. Rattan, though, he's not one to be counted out. He's looking to make plays, but ends up losing that trade pretty heavily.
Yeah, well, he's 3 levels behind Shivy and about 5 kills, or 7 kills. Shivy is 7-0-2.
Oh, okay.
For every
well,
10 CS, he's gotten the kill. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's pretty much over for that lane.
Shivy,
especially
Cocoa
considering
Puff.
Rattan is 0-4, level 6 as a Predator.
Yeah, that's
with
true.
3 times.
We said that Predator giveth and Predator taketh away. In the first round of Predator King of Masks, everything went the way of the Rattan. This time, not proving to be so fruitful. Ooh, nice empowered Captivate to interrupt that flashback. He recasts it and doesn't go a whole lot of distance. Dawnlu going in onto Ferost. He's got some friends here. Masterpiece from Renzo. Ferost got splintering spines, trying to kite and walk away, but it's just too much CC. He's getting stunned. Merc's got to escape here. He can't fight these 3, but Faris is coming in on the other side. He's going to get pincered here. I don't think Merc's going to be able to get away. He's going to certainly try, but a nice use of Snapdragon from Dawnlu. Merc will fall as well.
Yeah, Dawnlu hitting those skill shots. He was pretty dead anyway. And a bit of a overextension there from the Mortal team. Getting collapsed on top lane. So that's going to slow down their push, for sure. And Rattan is still level 6.
A little too chaotic of a game for him to even try and go and do some Spirit Well harass and try and come back a little bit using that Predator advantage. The one thing that's nice about Predator is when you are behind, if you can survive one big team fight, you can kind of get it all back at once. So it's not the worst thing ever, but it's just makes it exceedingly tough because when you are behind. It's just it's tough. Oh no, and there's the landfall. Oh, but a nice blink from Rattan. He had it off cooldown, enough to save his life.
Yeah, trading landfall for blink is definitely a worth trade, Tyler,
Yep.
and they're gonna get this turret now too.
Has been destroyed.
So 2 turrets down for the Spirit team.
Let's patch.
They're gonna have to start warding defensively. And Tyler just all over the map making these plays, diving top lane, getting blink spot lane. Really showing up big on this Moya. So
Oh, Feerust and Toddler off, kind of caught off on their own. Feerust is going to drop. Toddler gets stunned. He's doing everything he can, trying to bolt away and get back to his team. Nice little devotion. Gives him a little bit of help, but a finale from King of Masks groups them up, but I think they might escape here. Shivy's in trouble, though. He's going to have to blink over that wall. Yep. Uh-oh. Miane gets caught by an empowered Captivate. Here comes the Heavy Iron. It's going to pick up Rattan on the backside. Shivy is here, and they're all stuck on that slow field. Death Fog comes down as well. They've picked up Miane in the process. Donlu on the backside. Toddler too low to really help. So Merc is the only front line. A beautiful Snapdragon from long range. Toddler is dropping. Shivy is on the run. It's 2 on 4, but they're ignoring Merc. So Shivy uses the spell. He's trying to run away. Thankfully, that binding is still 100% healthy, and he will escape.
yeah, Ghosty taking his flashback there when he probably could have just stayed in melee form and kept autoing Shivy and picked up that kill. But good job from the Spirit team otherwise, countering that overextension again top lane, this time from Toddler and
Feerust.
Feerust, yeah. They just keep getting caught out up there. Perhaps they need deeper wards in the haste area to catch those rotations coming up to stop them. Or just more respect for the damage that Ghosty's able to put out in Ferris and the catch. So Donlu doing a good job of just being present on the map despite falling behind in the jungle. They're going to get a counter binding out of this. This critter with just barely not enough damage to wait there to save that tower.
A mortal binding has been destroyed.
So the momentum on the Spirit side here as we are beginning to transition towards mid-game, about 30 seconds before these Spirit Wells open up. Oh man, I thought Rattan was going to hang out and do something there for a minute.
Yeah, greedy recall there goes unpunished. It's a bit of an opportunity missed. But Mortal Team's going to double their resolve, gird up their loins, and try to push down this binding once again. Toddler looking to take advantage of everyone coming up to defend this turret to use Moya and do Moya things by getting that Spirit Well bottom.
Shivy already has a Ruin to go along with his ambition and an aggression, so super ahead. They're going to have to shut him down at some point. He is pretty much the entire team at this point. If they kill him, the damage output is going to drop dramatically.
Yeah, and I mean, killing Tess is
Has captured a well.
relatively easy, so he's got to really have just fits perfect positioning, especially against the Ferris.
The masterpiece from
in this
Renzo.
defense.
Feerus is going to be a little caught out. A nice dispel, but here comes King of Mask with the ultimate and the Heavy Iron. Both King of Mask ultimates. Donlu looking to go on to Feerus and Merc. Freezy, meanwhile, chasing off King of Mask. Shivy now caught out. There's the final protocol. I don't think he's going to live through this one. Shivy finally drops. Toddler wasn't there. He gets to the party late. He's not going to be able to help out a whole lot now.
Yeah, and Toddler even told his team to be careful as they pushed that turret, and he got well bottom, but they still get caught out. However, Rattan gets caught out here, and Toddler with the auto resets on Moya doing so much damage. I love seeing Moya. Just such a surprising amount of damage coming out of a bruiser like that.
Renzo shall return.
Look at all the haste on Rattan.
The Spirit team has captured a well.
Gosh.
Stacking
Rattan
them
0-6,
times.
Predator stacking times, still managing to make plays. Just Rattan damaging things.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if Feerus thinks he's a bruiser or why he seems to be so out in front all the time, but he's going to have to watch his positioning if he wants to survive some of these team fights.
Definitely, you know, playing Vex as well as Tess, like I said, you gotta have really great positioning. Positioning obviously is a super important trait for an AD carry player to have, but on those Shapers which have no mobility spells, it's just super important. So We're going to see him starting to position better in these fights. I mean, he has to respect the catch potential of Calm, the damage of Ferris, and that once that Mara gets on you, there's no getting her off. And now we see Bounty picking up Dress, so we'll see if this single item, the most powerful item in Dawngate, is able to swing it back into Mortal Team's favor.
No duresses yet.
Get back here!
We've got
Okay,
clarity.
he has money for it, I should
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
But he has to recall and buy it, which he is going to do now.
Tan does a nice job of landing the Empowered Captivate. Renzo follows up with Kinetic Sculpture. They're going to burn Tailwind to escape this fight. Actually, they probably... Well, no, it's still just 3-on-3.
Yeah, hesitation. They're avoiding the 3-on-3 despite what potentially could be a Vim lead. So definitely some scared play out of Mortal Team. They're worried about throwing still. And that push is warded. Toddler's still sitting on that ward.
Fry 'em up.
Nigga's gonna be able to avoid it, but he might get caught out here.
They're going in, but they're going in on the wrong guy. Freezy is here on the back line. So is King of Masks and Base Ghosty. Dawnlu showing up to this fight. I don't really know who they're trying to focus right now. Landfall comes down. He's on Freezy and Nicken, but Dawnlu doing a really nice job of zoning everyone else off, and no one is able to follow up. Shivy trying to get back into it. Toddler goes back in onto Freezy with the Dispel, and the final flight comes up, but Toddler dodges it, and the proc from Devotion might let Toddler live, but no, the last tick of Drain will finish him.
Renzo will protect you.
Uh-oh, now Ghosty is here. Looks like Firust is in trouble. He will drop, and now Shivy will be the next victim, and Ghosty gets a triple kill.
Spirit player
Mortal Team just
is
filtering in one by one to the orange claws of Ghosty Ferris.
The
Shivy came
Bozos
around
are
the side
marching
there to try
one
and
by one, hurrah, hurrah. And Ghosty gets kills there one by one, hurrah, hurrah.
I didn't know you had such a beautiful voice.
Yeah, like a songbird.
That's right.
So Spirit side with the momentum, now looking to go for Parasite.
And Donlu isn't there, and Toddler's up. We'll see if Moy is able to make it to the pit before Mara. However, it is not warded. So we'll see if Toddler has the presence of mind to know that Parasite is being taken right now. They're probably going to get it before he even gets a chance, though.
Yeah.
The Spirit team has slain the
Dang.
parasite.
Just not close enough. So, Mortal Team once again finding a way to lose these team fights. I think Toddler did a good job of catching the Renzo out and then getting an ult onto Nitsa.
Team has captured
But-
a well.
Dawnlu just was able to zone out an entire area.
He died for it, but he took so much damage, used up so many cooldowns that Ferris was able to pick off the kills as they came back in and he Donlu died.
The mortal team has captured a well.
No running.
Now we see Spirit Team backing to get their items, have their rich. A bit of a double ward on that. Pushed by the tier 1 turret. Still a lack of objectives taken in this game. This turret's about to fall.
A mortal binding has been destroyed.
There it goes.
So a rotation being called down from the Mortal Team. They want to pick off these.
Oh, there's the landfall onto Nick, and again, I question the target priority, but they might be able to get Nick in here. But at what cost? I mean, they had to use the ultimate. Now they've got to disengage this fight. Meanwhile, Ghosty and Freezy giving chase. Merc's gonna drop. There's the final plate from Nisa. Vex casts Splintering Spines, but he's got to run the duress. Oh no, the Dispel. He's got to use Blink. The finales come out. Now Toddler is back in it onto Freezy. He uses his Dispel. Ghosty jumps over the wall, tries to get some harass. Oh, there's the final protocol. That's probably going to be enough to finish
Spirit player.
King of Masks, and it is.
So Ghosty doing it big on that Assassin Ferris. And Duress. Oh, Duress.
At duress.
Is miraculous.
Stops Moya right in her tracks, giving time for King of Mass to land his combo and Ghosty to land his combo. Let's look at builds. Donlu going a very haste-heavy, HP-heavy Mara build.
Has captured a well.
Hasn't quite finished that growth into Rebirth yet, but that's going to be a huge spike for him when he does, considering the synergy between Mara and health and regen. And what I love about Dongate and playing Bruisers in Dongate is so many of the tanky items have haste on them.
Yeah.
Which of course is cooldown reduction in this game, so and attack speed, so it just like you can build tanky, but then you get so much CDR as a result and so much attack speed. It's a lot of fun.
Another binding drops for the Mortal side. A nice use of Empowered. Endless Delights is going to fear the rest of the team and prevent any sort of initiate. Another nice use of that Empowered Captivate. Freezy's trying to go B. Nice job of nicking to get the stun, and there's the slow on Toddler, so going to stop this chase before it can even begin.
Yeah, Toddler without landfall was not able to follow up there. However, it just came off cooldown a little bit unfortunate there for him. But Mortal Team definitely scales, super outscales Spirit Team. Desecrator, double A to carry, Vex.
Yeah.
You know, they had a lead and they threw it, but they're still certainly not out of this game. Though
they just need to believe again. They need to win one team fight so they can get the confidence back up and be like, all right, we can still win. Because right now, they just there's really just a lack of communication.
Yeah.
And
so
just kind of
so
sloppy.
For these in-houses is, you know, when you're playing with people who are sometimes they're in Mumble and then one team isn't in Mumble, it's difficult because community is so important. Can he get the dress proc? He does, but the knockup's going to prevent the Q from coming out. And the counter dress from Yanni. So
I was checking if Freezy had a duress because I know he likes to build it on Nisa. A little unconventional in his choices. Toddler electing to ignore Renzo. Oh, the blink landfall picks up Rattan, but he is going to escape. Here's Heavy Iron. Toddler is out, kind of caught on his own. Nicken gets a nice three-man masterpiece, but Toddler might pay for it. He will. Final Protocol is going off. Is it going to be enough? It is. It picks off Toddler, so 1 for 1.
Yeah, it's so important for Desecrator to land that E. The second Moya landfall lands, he casts it a little bit late and the blink comes out, so that landfall ineffective. However, they do pick up Nick in 1 for 1, but because Toddler said they're going to get this Parasite for free.
Yeah.
Ghosty setting up to pick off Shibby or anyone who's coming to try and contest this. And now Spirit Team is continuing to snowball their advantage.
Uh-oh, Firust out in a bad. Donlu gets the kill, or Rattan actually ends up getting the kill. Now King of Mass and Desecrator trying to come back in. Oh, Rattan tries to get away, but Shivy's there to right-click him. Donlu is on the run. Shivy gets the double kill.
Huge. Those early kills on him still showing their strength right now. He's just so big on that test right now. They end up dropping 2 for 1. We saw Ghosty went in hard on the Vex, but took so much damage and had to back up before he even died, forcing Rattan to overextend on King of Mass, as well as Donlu. And they get punished for it. However, Immortal Team is going to be forced to try and push against these Striders, which is pretty much futile at this point. They're going to try and convert their kills into wells instead of bindings.
Merc and Nicken in a bit of a tactician fight here, but Freezy is here, and that is going to be bad for Desecrator. He's on the run, he uses Blink. There's Forgotten Tombs. Freezy uses the spell. Kinetic Sculpture locks him down. Nice Desecrated ground to land the snare. Forces Freezy to use a Blink, but Freezy does get the kill, and now a Tailwind. And there's the Wing Clip, and there's the Wither. Every spellbook spell was used, but it got Freezy a double kill.
Is astounding.
Yeah, so a little bit greedy there from Mortal Team. They try to get both wells at once and end up getting caught out at one of them. So they get bought well, thanks to Toddler and Moya, but lose 2 kills top, which is likely going to turn into this tier 2 binding and a well.
A mortal binding has been destroyed.
And now Mortal Team forced to... Oh, Toddler out looking for landfall.
There is the heavy iron, but it's not going to land.
And they're
They
just
spent
going
a
too
lot
far.
of time
They-
this game chasing Renzo, and this is what happens. The landfall comes out, but Firos now has no one to peel for him. Toddler is now off on his own somewhere. I don't even know where he went. And now the rest of Spirit side is able to collapse.
Yeah, Toddler just taking way too long to use his landfall. Maybe if he used it immediately on Renzo, his team would not have been able to catch up and help out Renzo, and they would have gotten the kill, but he just wastes forever and then ends up using it on Freezy just to remove him from the fight, but his AD carry can still go down.
Uh-oh, Miyane's got his drain going, but Final Protocol will pick him off. Donlu and Rattan going in onto Firos. Firos does get a kill. Maybe looking for more. They're on to Freezy now, who is getting locked down by the Guardian. Oh, but the duress from Rattan, followed by the Empowered Captivate, is enough time to allow for him and Freezy to escape.
Yeah, that duress just saved Freezy's life. Once Moya's on you, no matter what AD carry you are, it's very hard to get him off. You usually lose that 1v1 fight, but Rattan with the duress saves him. Now they're going to take his haste buff, and they have cracked the base as well. So things are looking dim for the Mortal Team. And here we see Nikin with duress as well. So duress Renzo, new meta.
Teres Renzo.
Just his cute.
3
Rock on
duresses on the Spirit side. Freezy did pick up his duress, so.
Yeah, I mean, at this rate, Ghosty might as well. Certainly instead of a potency.
The mortal team has captured a well.
And Donlu picking up a finesse on Mara, so validating that auto attack.
He's very tanky too.
He is.
Equilibrium, order, glory. Firos looks to be
Firos
caught
getting caught
out
out.
once again.
And
Tomb,
there's that
everyone
Renzo
with
duress.
duress is on him. Goodbye,
going
my
nowhere.
son. God bless, dog.
God bless.
Hunt it apart.
And more duress. The knockups from Desecrator trying to do something. A nice finale. Heavy Iron comes in, but it misses the mark again.
Yeah, that might have killed Freezy if it had hit,
Yeah.
but Desecrator ult used. It's one of their main wave clearing defensive abilities. And this might be a strong push on the important cores.
Yeah. The creep waves are stocking up. Ooh, Rattan's going to get dropped pretty quickly. A nice masterpiece once again from Nikin. But they're just trying to get that core down. Ghosty's not really helping him with this fight. Watching his team die. I don't know if it's worth just getting that core for that. Now they're giving chase with Tailwind. Tess is on the hunt as well. Ghosty is trying to get away. A lot of damage, but they need the CC. He misses the backdraft. Toddler
Yeah.
doesn't have enough energy to follow with the bolt, and now here comes Donlu.
And that's pretty put an end to that fight. Oh no,
Ghosty,
takes his flashback.
yeah.
back.
I don't
Spirit player
know why he did
Get
that.
there.
down.
I thought he was out. Oh, maybe he tried to turn around for a kill, thinking that Donlu was going to engage with him. And rightly so.
Lampy empowered backdraft, but the Snapdragon Toddler doesn't have enough energy to stun with this bolt. He does get it, but he needs more damage onto Donlu. Donlu has so much armor. I mean, let's just take a look. 312. That's not a small amount. But this is a chance for Mortal now to take this Parasite. Donlu is there. Can he get to it in time? I don't think so.
Mortal team has slain the
So
parasite.
life yet for this Mortal team. Not quite sure how.
Yeah.
But this is definitely going
I
to
mean,
delay Spirit from closing this game out.
big miscommunication from Spirit side. They get into the base with not their full roster, and some of them are hitting cores, and some of them are trying to fight right under the Guardians. So, you know, you got to respect the Guardian.
Spirit team has captured a well.
And the fact that some of the, like, Shivy is still really big on tests, so he does a lot of damage. 15 and 3, actually. 5 items. Yeah, they cannot underestimate the team fighting potential of Mortal Team. They're not out of this yet, they're just down on objectives.
The Spirit team has captured a well.
So that Parasite's gonna really shut down the push from Spirit
Yeah.
side, and those cores are gonna respawn likely before they're able to push again.
Once again, a lot of focus onto Nicken. Will you guys
And
just
they're
stop
chasing
focusing Renzo? But at least he picks up Rattan with the landfall. Nice masterpiece from Renzo, trying to mitigate it, but not going to be enough. Rattan just a little too squishy in that full haste build.
Yeah, Merc timed his Q perfectly, and Rattan did not have a chance to blink. Desi knockup at just the right time. That's what you love to see from
Now
your supports.
Donu a little caught out here. He's going to blitz. There's Heavy Iron. A nice bit of damage. Shivy's going to pick that up. Now they got to be careful diving underneath this binding. Miane's there with King of Mass, but he missed his Empowered Fear. The duress from Renzo locked him down under the binding. Desecrator is back in this fight, landing some important crowd control, allowing Feroz to pick up a kill. Mortal side's got it humming now.
Spirit binding has been
Yes, so
destroyed.
Dalu gets caught out right after Rattan does, and now there's 4 versus 2, pushing these tier 3 bindings, and we might see some cores taken for... Oh,
The Wither comes down.
Desecrator.
Oh, okay, here's the final protocol from behind, but Ghosty gets eliminated. Freezy now drops.
Dominate.
That might be GG.
The swings are real. It's like we're on the playground.
A spirit binding has been destroyed.
The GG boys take this game, it seems. I don't know if the respawn timer is going to be... Dalu's up in 10 seconds, but
Been destroyed.
Shivy's out for blood.
Shivy is out for blood. Oh, the Empowered Captivate. Oh, but Shivy does pick it up regardless. Dawnlu is alive.
Been annihilated.
Renzo's up in about 8 seconds, so Dawnlu's going to do everything he can to protect the Death Laser core, which I think he will. I think he's actually going to kill Merc here, but no. He has to change his focus back towards Shivy and Toddler, who are coming around the backside. Now Mortal's got to kind of get out of this fight. This is going to get bad for them really quickly if more people start to respawn, but they do have a little bit of time. A nice masterpiece. Dawnlu trying to survive, but Shivy is just too big. Feroz doing everything he can to force Renzo out of the fight. I think this might be it. They've got to change their focus to the Guardian and make sure they close it out. They do.
GG.
I don't know.
Is victorious.
I don't know how that happened. I don't really know what we just saw.
So we saw some high-level Dawn Gate.
That
That's what-
is high-level Dongate. Shivy-san, based Shivy, doing everything in his power not to lose that game that he started 9-0 on Tess. I mean, look at his Vim compared to everyone else in the game. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. Wow, whoa,
Wow,
wee,
indeed.
wow. But,
19,000 Vim.
that's a lot. I think that is going to be it for today's Fun Palace in-houses. I need a little break ski here before Money Pigs, which is in about little over 2 hours from now. We will be going live with Money Pigs. Myself, the Blue Muzzy, MOBA Champion, Tulse, and our special guest, Sporesmith, tonight. We're going to be talking the Shaper reveal, the last couple chapters of the Chronicles, as well as maybe have a little patch preview for y'all. But we'll have to wait and see about that, plus a discussion on esports, since we had a lot of tournaments over the past weekend, and we've got a lot more tournaments on the horizon, and that's why we're bringing Sporesmith on to talk about some of that. But other than that, thank you guys all for tuning in and joining us. It really sucks to have to close the stream out when we have the most viewers we've had all day, but it just, I've got to get some stuff done before the show, so if you guys want to continue the in-houses, we can ship them off somewhere else, but I unfortunately have to bow out at this time. Thank you, Scrag, for joining me. Do you have any parting words for the folks?
Oh, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for the players for showing up. You guys are the ones that make this happen, so keep it up. We'll do it next time.
definitely. Next time we get another in-house going, I will be tweeting it out and whatnot. So if you want, you can follow me on Twitter and follow the channel, and you'll know when we're doing these. And yeah, other than that, just keep supporting Dawngate, and we'll see you bozos next time.
All right, see you, Twerp.
Later.